Welcome back, Nuggets. It has been a very long time. Let's see if everything's working. Should be working. As some of you who are also in the Discord might know, I've been having some connection issues. So let's hope that the audio is okay, that the video is okay, and that you guys are ready to hang out with me tonight while I work on Wrenched, making some 3D models for the Sunken City theme. If y'all would like to let me know in the comments if the audio is working correctly, that would be amazing, because the last time I did like 20 minutes without audio, which would suck. To do that again. Oh, it's been a while. If you all have watched my previous video, you know that we are in a alpha testing phase right now. That some of you, about 50 of you, I still have some keys left. So if you're in the stream and you would like to be part of the alpha test, go watch my previous video, the end of the previous video at least, to get all the details about that. If you signed up, you didn't receive an email yet, I urge you to check your spam folder, because I noticed that some of the emails I sent out were caught in someone's spam folder. So the key might be there. But while people are testing and I'm waiting for feedback of the people who have tested, I'm going to be working on some art for the coming 2 months, and I wanted to do more streams. So while the missus is away tonight and I have some free time to work on the game, I thought, why not start up the stream again and, make some stuff. So let's dive in. Wah! This model was also in my thumbnail. So if I go back to the game, let me check out if that wants to work. Oh, I pressed save, so now it's saving. All right. You guys haven't seen this. This is a test level I did of some sort. But it has some cool things that are in here. It's a bit messy and a bit unstructured, so that's why I'm redoing most of this work, and this was just like a fast test. But something I really liked about this was all the different kind of heights, and if you've seen the alpha state, you know that if I open up, let's open up the Sunken City, which is one of the levels that is actually in the game, you will see that this whole sort of stacked building concept is still in here, more or less. And I made these with some of the building blocks, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these building blocks, because I think the art direction and the style that I have inside my mind for this is going to stay the same. With testing, some things might really drastically change, so that's why I don't want to actually work in the game and just make all the art outside of it. Hey, Carol, welcome to the stream. So that's want to make all the art right now, and then later on I'm going to sort of replace all these gray boxes with all the art. But as I was saying, as you can see, it still has this sort of stacked building vibe. Which in my mind, the story was sort of like, all right, so over the entire planet, the water started rising, so people started to sort of build on top of the existing structures and build on top of it and build on top of it and on top of it as water kept rising, due to global warming, war, whatever. So it's sort of post-apocalyptic bunker shelter, houses attached to other houses feeling. So that's sort of what I was going for. And of course, it's like fantasy, so it doesn't have to make perfect sense. And so here I have a couple of building blocks. I believe this is a 18 by 18 units. This one's 12 by 12 units. And I have some bigger ones, 40 by 40, 24 by 32. So I have sort of these building blocks and I want to make those in Blender. So if I go back to Blender, I already made some. So this is a, 18 by 18 with a slanted roof. So that sort of represents this one. Although this roof, I have to do some testing with the, what you call it, with the angles of the roofs and stuff like that. So that is this one. And I also have a big 32 by 24 flat one. And I have a 12 by 12 flat one, which is actually missing a indented roof. Oh no, wait, this one has a small wooden roof. Yes, so that's that one. And as you can see, I am making everything from separate pieces because my idea is, I think if I take all the windows and all the doors and all the roofs and all the rain pipes and make them separate elements, I can sort of, in the world, really easily, just like Legos, snap everything together. So that's what we are going to do. And today I wanted to start with, let's unhide everything. I wanted to start with a 12 by 12, which is actually why I had the other scene open. Building block test. I think that's this one. I missed your streams. Aw, thank you. Well, they should be coming back, and there should be more regularly. I don't know. More regular streams coming up. I actually wanted to do some streams in the past few weeks, but we had a forced reset of our internet connection. We had to go to fiberglass. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think so, right? Fiberglass, because we still had an old line, but like the company that takes care of those lines was like, all right, we're going to take them out of the streets and you all need to go to fiberglass. And so we did that, but we had a lot of trouble with faulty equipment. So I actually went a couple of weeks without internet, which was wow. At moments like that, you notice how much time you spend on the internet and how many of your devices are connected to the internet and how fast you'll go through your phone bundle, which is crazy. Anyhow, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to create one of these houses because I really liked the double slanted look. So we're going to do that. And one thing I wanted to try, I sort of tried it with this, but I didn't really like the roundness of these shingles, I think they're called. So what I did right here was I had a, broken slanted roof, which was for the 18 by 18, like this one. So I want to take sort of this concept and this idea and turn it into one of those 12 by 12s. I think I'm just going to... So the height of these is a bit random at this point, but I think I'm just going to copy this one. Well, no, let's not duplicate it like that. Just Command D, and we'll call it... Is there a name for houses with a... I don't know. Bent roof? What do you call it? Pointy roof? Pointed? I'm just gonna I'm gonna go with pointed. So I think these can be a bit steeper. So let's make it a loop cut. Let's just keep it center for now. And we're just gonna make some art today and just hang out because I missed you guys. I'm also a bit anxious for all the test results that are coming back in a little while. you know, because if you all hate the game, I will have to do something with it. So, you know, I've put a lot of work into the game, so it would suck if you guys hated it. Alright, so with the slanted roof, I did make an edge around it, which I think is nice. So I'm also going to look at how I am texturing things at the moment. So at the moment I am using trim sheets, which are basically a very easy way of texturing everything, where you just have one giant texture map. And you can put your faces on that texture map without sort of unwrapping the model. It's really quick and dirty. But I think I have to restructure the way I did it, because my current way just wasn't flexible enough. So for instance, with the houses that I had, if I wanted to like sort of only make parts of it a different color, I couldn't, because, you know, those faces were like literally mapped on a texture. Yeah, so I have to think about how I wanted to do that, but luckily I have the time for that right now. So let's merge these. I bet there's an easier way to do this, but you know. Now these aren't flat, of course. I could have done that differently, but let's just, whoa. Oh, I need to have that one. Let's do it like this for now. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the nice thing about this style as well. As sort of the post-apocalyptic feel, I guess. Let's bring those in. Oh, I should have done that first. Well, it doesn't really matter. Somewhat like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, again. It fits with the post-apocalyptic theme. Whoa! These need to be straightened. I do want them to be sort of equal around. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I could make it a bit, I could on purpose make it a bit wobbly. Might look nice. It's all about feeling here, right? Are there weird edges? No. All right. Let's just keep this one, and I will duplicate this one as well. Let's call this broken slate roof pointed. These names, I should come up with something that is actually feasible. Well, or feasible. Easy to keep track of, but I won't. I just won't. I should have rotated this. Doesn't really matter. I think the rotation is inside of here. Oh, wait. Then it doesn't make sense anymore. 0. Can I make this one 180? No, 90. But that's not so nice. I would rather have it like this. I think that's better. Yeah, so that's going to always rotate like that. I guess that's also 21. Now, I might want to check which part I want to keep. I do like the beams and sort of the roof falling off, but I don't want that on both sides. So I guess I will just duplicate this one again. Rotate that one 180 degrees, and we have to make a center for the roof as well. So for this one, I think if I do local, I can switch it around. Yes. So I do want to keep track of poly count a little bit, not too much. So maybe if we just like take this part, that would be nice, I guess. Let's just delete. Let's just maybe I want to keep that one. I want to delete all this. Oh, yeah. No, that's okay. I will copy them over. I'll also delete this one. Delete that one. Yeah, so one of the things I might have... So there's like 3 rows. I think 3 rows should be enough. We'll put them down a bit and we'll cover the top of the roof up with like an overarching thing. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I'm going to copy this row. Offset it slightly. Make it a little bit random, perhaps a bit like that. Yes. And what I will secretly do, no, not rotate, scale. Yes. I will just scale them outward a little bit. Then I will say set origin to geometry. Yes. That's nice. Now we'll do the same thing here. And I'm pressing L to sort of quick select the entire object my mouse is hovering over. One of my favorite shortcuts. Delete those. Oh, wait. Gotta delete a lot more. And so what I want to do here I want to sort of keep these beams. But I want to create an edge here. And just sort of make them like that. Yes. Take these tiles a bit out. I'll also scale these one's a little bit wider. Yeah, that's nice. So, are you guys also working on your own games, or what are you doing tonight? Let me know in the comments, Nuggets. What are you all doing? While I am struggling here. I think these should be lower, right? Yeah, that makes, of course, a difference whether they are up or down. So I will merge these, and I will apply their transforms, and I will set the origin to the geometry. So now this is the roof. Now I will, no, let's just make a new one. Make a cube. Make it roughly as wide as, why? Make it roughly as wide as one tile, perhaps even a bit wider. Is it called like the spine of a roof? Let me Google how. A roof spine? Yes, it's most definitely called a roof spine. Let's see how that actually looks on top of them. Types of metal roof tiles. Oh, these are sort of... See, my internet connection still is sort of... I don't know. What is this? What am I waiting on? What am I waiting on? It's an image. Come on. I'm streaming though. So I wanted to know how they are offset. Or I could just make it with a bump. I think I could do that. Let's do that. Oh, internet. Oh, internet. Let's make it with a bump. So first of all, yes, in the middle. Let's just do like that, and then sort of offset. No, I need to scale. So make sure that the thickness is correct, or at least roughly correct. I think that is fine. Then we could do like this, and that. Move this up. Then I guess you would expect these to be straight with those. So now, let's see if we can, wait, oh, no, what did I do? Let's see if I can give these some nice smoothing. That's looking nice. So yeah, the ends will actually look very rough. Like this part. It might be fine, not sure yet. Not sure yet. We'll see how it looks. So then we can do like this. They should be roughly the same width, right? Otherwise I did something I did something wrong. Wait, we made them the same width, right? Oh, but it's just not. Could even offset these like a little bit, make it look a bit ruffian. I could even rotate one like a bit more like that. This one maybe a bit more like that. does that look? Could even, maybe even delete that one. Make it look a bit more. Oh, it's broken. I don't have any broken tiles. Does that matter? Maybe. Kind of like the way that looks. Kind of like the way that looks. I do feel, though, they should be a bit longer and a bit wider. And how do these ends? I don't know. Let's paste in a window. Just to get a bit of a feel for one window. Nope. More window. Sort of get a feel for the building. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Although I do feel that this edge is a bit too high. Oh, wait. No. I was thinking, are these the same size? They are, I guess. Ooh, should these then be hollowed out? I think so. No, wait. Or would you not be able to see inside of those? Well, I'm not really sure. Let's not. Oh, wait, but then I would have to fill up the tiles as well. Those are a few extra faces, but I think that should be fine. And if it isn't, I will optimize again. Yeah, well, do you want? Then you would have to close those as well. Will you? No, because you will never see up, I think. I think I can get away with not closing all of these faces. Oh, can't go back any further. I will actually also open up these faces, but that leaves me... Oh, wait! The entire bottom of these have a lot of faces, which I don't need. These also have faces. Still! But I copied those over from the other roof. So that roof will also have faces still. I think this is fine, right? I think so. Yes. So wait, let me check this roof then. Oh, wait, these are the edges. I kept them on the edges. I did, did I not? Shouldn't I? Maybe I shouldn't. I can always put them back. Let's take them out for now. You know, if you take stuff out like this, you also don't have to optimize it later on. And putting faces back is always easier then. I think it should be fine like this. I could even, for things like this, you know, remove these faces. Oh, I did, actually, on all the others. I don't think that's necessary on the other one. Let me check. Where were we? Pointed. And I just have one of those. Broken slate roof pointed. I kind of like it. I also like these beams sticking out. Maybe this one needs to stick out a little bit further. Yes. I like that. And so you could obviously put it like this, or, you know, you could put it like this. Oh, wait, that actually doesn't work. That is interesting. That's a good thing I did that. Is the roof not symmetrical? Wait a minute. That is interesting. So what I would actually like is for the origin to be in the center of the mesh. This way, so if I flip it now, it should work. Oh, also not really. Oh wait, no, it actually does, but these are just rotated oddly. Nope, that side please. Let's rotate them down and inwards a bit. Now these are a bit too low. Yes, that's better. So now, should be able to flip it. It should sort of look good. It's a bit concerning that it doesn't. Huh. Now this one doesn't fit at all. How is that possible? Huh. I thought it was more symmetrical, but I guess I am wrong. Well, you know what? Let's just keep the roof unable from rotating then. I'll just rotate the entire building, I guess. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. I also hope that everyone had a great Easter. I did. We went away for the weekend. It was really nice. Had some time to relax and think about what I was going to make. Let's rotate that one up a bit more like that. Yes, I like that better. You know what? Ah! What did I do? Let's remove these. Let's plant in one of those beams. Let's rotate it down a bit. Let's see if we can make this work. Let's rotate these a bit like this. That could work. Yeah, so now this one needs to be closed as well as this one. No. That's better. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know, with the lighting and the textures I'm using. I think this will look nice. I'm actually wondering what would happen if I would rotate this one, if it would look nicer. Now, of course, that doesn't make much sense as it's sort of a overlapping pattern. I do think from a side view that looks better though. I'm going for looks at this stage, not per se 100% accuracy. Now, I feel like this should be a bit bigger again. Maybe just a hair. Yeah, I like it. Yep, I like it. All right, let's. Oh wait, I saved. Let's check back in here. So one of the other things I had in this one, sort of these balcony type things. Now, in the final test scene, I didn't really take those into account, so I'm not really sure what I want to do about those. I do like the idea of like these wooden platforms. I actually made one. Let's see, in Blender for I believe the 18 by 18. Oh wait, that was of course in the thumbnail, right? So these are like a house on poles, because I think at some point, you know, if the water kept rising, they might want to build something like on top of another building like this or something like that, you know, which actually looks pretty badass. And something like this is more along the lines that I did in like the first demo, for wrenched. The buildings, those buildings I still really like as well. Sorry guys. Let's see if I can find those. Actually not sure if this level still works. Ah, yes. This one. You all know this one. Ah. I still love this one. Still love the feeling of this. You know, so these buildings look a little bit more like these. A little bit simpler. And like the windows, like all these were modeled into these building blocks, but I want to keep like the windows separate. Since I'm not really going to go into stuff like that, these actually have the pickups, which, if I'm completely honest, you guys are going to catch me right now, I completely forgot I had. So those are not in the demo at all. I just have the crates. I forgot I had those. I actually want to put those back in. You guys help me remember to put those back in. I think they could be really cool. Yeah, so these buildings are a bit, you know, these ones are going to be a bit more like these and all. I have here this fence that actually a pretty okay fence. That is a pretty okay fence. I can reuse that. There actually was a secret right here. I don't know if anyone ever got to this island right here, which is a secret. Or at least it was a secret. I can also spoil that there was a secret right here. So you could actually go into this house, and in this house was Postbot. I'm going to put him in the game as well at some point. So this is like the robot from one of my first games with Cherry Nugget Games, which was Paper Runner, which was basically a Subway Surfer kind of game, but with a robot who needed to drop off newspapers. So he's a paper postbot. He was in the game. You could hit him and he would give out tons of material. I'm going to hide him in the game as well, in a different part of the world, because this level no longer exists. Yeah. So it has all sorts of stuff like this. I'm not actually sure what is this? A Nef Mesh modifier. What's that? What is that? Oh, it's for the new. Yeah, I remember. It's the new update. Ah, this one also has the laser towers. Don't really use those anymore. They might make their way back. Never sleep. I like the graffiti. I'm going to put that one back as well. Same with like the vegetation. Going to do that as well. This one's a bit rough, but you know, it looked cool. Yeah. The debris and stuff like that. Still really like the vibe of this one though. Still really like it. Anyhow, let's go back to the building block test. No, wait, what? Let's actually go back to an actual level. Because I am going to need to make some stairs. I'm going to need to make a 40 by 40. Let's make the 40 by 40 base. I could copy this one, but I feel like making a new one. Because that one is actually as easy as this. To move it up. I'm actually not sure if I deleted the bottom faces. No, I didn't. Right. Let's call this building base. Let's let's make it flat. And it's a 40 by 40. Oh, wait. I called it 40 by 40. Flat. I always do kind of like sort of pinched buildings like this, just because they have to, like, sort of this little bit more character or something like that. I don't know. I like it. All right, I'm gonna inset this one. Extrude it down. Not really sure how deep this should be. So what I'm thinking on doing next is sort of loading everything into the game, and then checking all of the angles and shapes and sizes right before I start texturing, stuff like that. Yeah, so I like that. Whoa. Whoa, what's happening? So that's a 40 by 40. I need a 18 flat. Do I have that? Yes. Do they actually stack? Yes, they do. So that is good to know. See, and a building base could be as easy as this, you know? And so what I did last time, as you can see in this one, you know, I like modeled all the broken textures and stuff like that. I think I don't want to do that again. I think I want to do that more in texture work, just to keep everything a bit more simple. Like these two are the same. Now, of course, you can like rotate this one. Oh wait, not that one. You can rotate it 180 degrees. You know, but these two look very similar. So I want to see if I can create some shaders and some texture materials that sort of give this worn, plastery vibe without actually putting it in the models, because this didn't really work for me. It was also pretty hard to adjust and pretty hard to model. I didn't particularly like it. This could be a slanted one. This could be a flat one. Yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, the pipes. The pipes are going to be a big one. Actually, would like to make some of those, but I have to think about how I'm going to do that easily, because they need a lot of connectors, a lot of junctions, a lot of... So what I did actually here in the old pipe, I actually had like a pipe and a connector, but I want to separate those two as well, like so have like separate connectors and separate just basically cylinders as pipes, just so I can easily color them and make stuff like this. So like this one would have like a bend right here and a bend right here. How would that... This actually needs... How would this actually work? Is this even possible? I created these steps like this, but if you have like a connector, say this is the circumference of the pipe, oh, you would have like a half dome situation. You know what's annoying? I would actually really like to draw on my screen for you guys. If any one of you knows like a tool I can use to sort of draw on my stream or on my screen just to show you guys stuff, Let me know in the comments because that would be amazing. Like an overlay you can draw on. Let me Google that. Screen drawing overlay. I don't know. Is that something? Epic Pen. Hashtag not sponsored. Oh, come on, internet. Start your free trial. No, that's not Epic. Best free software to draw on your screen. Sure. Yes. G-Ink. Downloaded from GitHub. That sounds really complicated. Epic Pen, but it wasn't free. Paint on. Is there not like Live Draw? Also from GitHub. There must be something easy like this, right? Like in Power Tools. Is there not a Power Tools thing? It sounds like... Oh, Power Toys. Sorry. Do I have Power Toys? So Windows Power Toys, it has some cool stuff like basically you can divide your monitor into sections, which is really epic if you have like one of those giant screens. So it has like a screen ruler. It has all sorts of fancy zones. Like fancy zones is really cool, and it should work when it's running. Screen ruler. It's a quick and easy way to measure pixels on screen. All right, but do you guys have something I can draw? General, always on top. Color picker? No, it just picks colors. Mouse utilities. Find my mouse. That's mouse highlighter. What's that? Jump. Pointer. Yeah. Paste as plain text. Power rename. Power tools run. Quick accent. Alternative way, short guide. Oh, it has all these cool features, but nothing to draw. Well, in any case, it could have like a 90-degree bend here. But that's besides the point. Because I do have these smaller buildings. These don't necessarily all have to be buildings. They could be like structures as well. I could make one of those from the poles. Like from this, but make it 12 by 12. That should be easy enough. Let's just duplicate this one. Raised poles 12 by 12. Let's take a 12. Is that a 12 by 12? Are you sure? Huh. All right. If you say so. How am I going to do this? So for a 12 by 12, I think it would just be on 4 poles. Or at least that would make sense, in my opinion. Let's put that one there. This one over here. Should have placed that one first. That would make a lot more sense to do it like this. Move them in a bit. I'm also going to move that one in a bit. And I'm just roughing it here, which is fine. Absolutely fine. That's the way I love to make stuff. Don't get me wrong, I thought about it extensively for months, what I'm going to make, so it's not like I'm coming up with everything on the spot, per se. But the way it's looking and the way it's taking shape, I am, though. Let's see if I can... So this is now one giant, that's okay. One giant wooden board. Oh. Let's move these in like that. And these in like that. And then I can basically remove these. This is all vertices, right? Whoa! Did it automatically close the faces? That's news. That is news to me, that it does that. I don't think it necessarily worked correctly. This is kind of a weird... What is this? What is this? A face for ants? Whoa. Nope. Let's do it like that. I think I made it a bit too small. A bit more like... Oh, wait. Wait. Now I made it too big. Did I not? Let's put the building back. Something like that. That is actually looking pretty nice. So this could be a platform on its own, right? But if it is, what might be nice is to have a larger beam run across, like so. Is that cool? No. Because this way you can actually swim underneath it. That's something I hadn't thought about. That's actually pretty cool. So we could use like stuff like that for this. Like the platforms in between. Like these as well. And sometimes they can be like small houses. Or they could have like a small platform underneath it. That might actually be really cool. I also want to like put some skyscrapers and stuff like in here, sort of to signal the old cities and the old towns that sort of flooded and got washed away. Those will just be simple squares with a complicated texture on top of it. So we don't necessarily have to do that right now. I think what I want to do is also make a pointed I actually kind of like this. So I would like to see if I can create like a texture to make it look like it's a wooden shack. If that is something I can do, that would actually be really cool. Like a giant pipe. These are 18 by 18. Those can also be just simple. This actually also really looks good. I like that. I can experiment with that once I'm going to fill it in also with looks, because this looks pretty massive, you know. Yeah, so that's the 40 by 40. Do I have a 12 by 12 slanted? Oh, I say it's flat, but it actually isn't. Because this one had the wooden roof. Which I also think is quite nice. But wait, then I would need a... Well, not necessarily. There. Because for stuff, yeah, for stuff like this. So these are actually really long. I'm not really sure if I want it like this or if I would like it like more like so, to sort of get that it's stitched onto the side feeling. What do you guys think? Should I make like giant long towerish building? I could make them really long. Bit more might be nice. Might actually be a bit too much. I could make a really long flat one. That's something I could, like, this is not actually flat. Slanted, that is actually. Let's make a flat one. Let's make it really long. Because the length of the thing actually doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Because it's gonna be partly underwater anyway. So I'm just gonna give this one a flat roof as well. See, it's as easy as that. Building base, 12 by 12. This one is actually flat. If I'm going to stick with my own naming conventions. is it going to fit on this platform? That is actually pretty cool. I like that. That is pretty dope. Dope. So one thing I am thinking about is how I'm going to give collision to these models, because of course it would be a shame to have like a mesh collider for an object like this. But it would be nice. No. Well, I could make manual like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 box colliders, or I could sort of. No, well, I'm thinking it has to be a mesh collider. I will mess around with that. I have the big one. I'm thinking I want to make some more. I actually also made an air duct. I hate the way this works, that if you hide the parent, it doesn't hide the children. Like, what the hell, Blender? Why? Not super stoked on this model, but you know. I have a door. Where's this one? So one thing I did really like. Wait. Where's my other window? So one thing I did really like in my old demo, let me pull it back up, was sort of the awning, I believe it's called. Right? Oh. Why is that one? Keep moving. Like stuff like this, which is just corrugated metal in this case, but like, yeah, like right here, it's sort of a little bit more, I don't know, awning like. It doesn't have to be like a full on. Oh, I actually made an open window. Oh yeah, because I wanted to test like with a see-through glass texture. I kind of like it though. I do kind of like that. Let's make an open window. I kind of like that. I'm not. I really want to make things a little bit more simple. So here we had like this large beam on top and like the concrete windowsill at the bottom, stuff like that. But I want to keep it a bit more simple. But let's make a open window. I will take my. Let's see. Close, like the large square. I will take that one as a base. I will make a large open window. So window, open, large square. What I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to duplicate this window. I'm going to do something like this. That was so easy. Perhaps the easiest thing I modeled tonight. And then I'll just rotate it like so. Of course, it's got to be, yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep. Appa. Yep, yep. Yeah, so it's actually not that simple. So what I'll do is I'll actually move this one inside. Then remove it. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I will mirror. Mirror. Where's the mirror? There's the mirror. See? Oh, wait. Nope. Set origin to geometry. Yes. Now I will do it like this. And clipping on. I'll say, oh wait, apply. Wait, didn't it? I had clipping on, right? Oh wait, I put the merge on. Yes, that's better. Now I can remove these edges. Yes. Now we'll just make a plain plane, which is going to be the window, from the window to the wall. That one can just go in the middle. And so now what I want to do, yes, I am actually going to do that. No, I'm going to take, oh, it's already put it inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pivot point right over there. That way I can actually animate the window sort of moving if I want to. That would be really cool. And so what I will do, open, I will call this one window. And once once it is in its correct position, which I cannot see like that, so I will just eyeball it. Oh wait, I can actually see like that. Let's just fit the window in. Slot it in. Nope. That is fine. Slot it in. Yeah, now of course the pivot point is not correct anymore because it has to be in the front. Because otherwise it won't rotate correctly. Now it rotates correctly. Awesome. So now we have an open window. And I will put this one underneath that one. Wait, I can't? Why not? Parent. Keep transform. Yes. So now we have a open window. With a window, I can actually animate like with the wind. I do stuff like this. Hey, welcome, Elim. Or Elim. Well, Blender is also still a pain for me. Thinking about this, I actually should have done the same with the door. Huh. Now, I could make hinges and stuff like that, but I think that would be too much detail. I think I want to stay away from that much detail. Yes. Because you could easily like add in a cylinder, even with just like a simple triangle, stuff like that. Sort of make it like, do stuff like this, you know. Make it look like a hinge. You know, this actually looks like a pretty good hinge. This way it will look like even more epic. But you know, those are such small... Oh, I'm not sure that's correct. Such small details. I'm not sure you're going to see those. Like with the water spout. No, what's it called? How did I call it? Rain pipe. With the rain pipe. Water spout. What am I going on about? You want to have an opening because you want to, you know, be able to do some special effects over there, maybe stuff like that. All right, so this is actually looking pretty dope. I kind of dig this, you know, and by doing it like this, I can have full control over how this building looks. I can even, you know, like put a window in like that because, you know, they were crazy or stuff like that. I don't know. I can do all sorts of cool stuff by doing it like building blocky like this. But the reason I was starting this is because I wanted to make a awning, and I like the idea of introducing some cloth and some stuff like that. Lick says to add windows to the model, just press the Windows key. Well, that would be amazing if I had a Windows key. That would actually be really cool. So I want to try make something. I don't really have a plan for this, but I will start off with a cylinder. I think for this detail, 6 should be enough. So let's try and make a awning type of thing. Why do I always have the wrong orientation first? Let's do it in mirror style. Mirror. Yes, this one. Let's make an awning for this window right here. Let's hide this one. So I'm not really sure how this is going to work yet, but let's see what I can come up with. Hey, why is it not local scaling? It should definitely be a lot smaller. Let's remove those faces. So the way, like I said, I don't have a plan here. I'm just... Oh. This is... Oh, wait, I shouldn't rotate this. I should rotate the entire object. And I also shouldn't move it like that. I should move it like this. All right. Let's add a plane. Plane. Let's make it bigger. Clipping. Yes. Let's say it's something like this. And then it hangs like that. And then, of course, it will sag like this. Oh, no. Oh, wait. I should wait with that to the end. Not really sure this will work. Of course, the angle of the droop doesn't work right now. Because you might say, wait, how is this even attached and stuff like that? But that's sort of concept. One of the things I like to do, I also do that at work actually. I like to concept in 3D, so I'm not a real good drawing guy, drawer. I'm not a drawer. You see, I moved like a drawer. I'm not that good at drawing, so for stuff like this, I actually like to experiment and make stuff in 3D instead of like making concept art and stuff like that. Just because I find it easier. I might imagine some ropes underneath here. And perhaps you can also see that. No, that wouldn't make sense to do it like that. But then I think it should have something like this sort of support. Kind of dig that. Let me sort of delete that face as well. I believe it was Shift A, no, Shift S, no, Alt S, yes, Alt S. Let's see, something like that. That actually looks pretty cool. Now, let's see what happens if we might want to remove that one, so it's just one. We might actually want to sag this one a little bit more, like so, just to give it that uneven look. Then you would expect it to sort of more droop like this. Point that out a bit. What's up? Welcome to the stream. It's also for me getting used to streaming again. It's definitely been a while, a long while since I last streamed. Of course, I was really busy fixing the alpha demo, focusing on other stuff. Also, a lot happened in my life. Oh, that looks kind of sweet, though. Kind of like that. I could just this is terrible topology, but you know, it's triangles, so make a small cut like right there. No. Do you have like shading groups in Blender? Do any of you know? Because this looks like total garbage. But I don't want, well, maybe smooth is the way to go. Yeah, so this window. Now, one thing I kind of like this though, but one thing I am wondering if this is a bit too finicky, too small, too fragile, not chunky enough, not big enough. One thing I could easily do to test that is the Alt S trick again. Just make it a bit bigger. I kind of dig it though. Kind of like it. One thing I should do is origin to geometry, but I shouldn't do that. I should actually do it like this. That makes placing it easier. I do kind of like it. I actually kind of like it. It doesn't have a name yet. I will call this. I should actually call these like building prop. Let's call this awning. Let's specify that it's a cloth one. Does it fit on a 12 by 12 building? Let's see. Yes, it does. That's nice. That might be even nicer. Ah, like this. I hate this. Why doesn't it automatically hide all the children as well? There must be. I must be doing something wrong. Help me out, guys. So I have some child object underneath this one, and if I hide this, it doesn't hide the child object. It's so annoying. That is really annoying. This actually looks pretty dope. Oh, I can't add more features, but it would be really, really dope if you would bounce on these and if they would go like oh, I could still do that. Maybe, baby. Yeah, kind of like that. Where's my wooden roof? Wooden roof. 12 by 12. So basically like this, I would be able to build a custom building. Just as easy as this. And it would look amazing and in style every single time. I could even like put it on raised poles, stuff like this. Take another one like this, duplicate it in front of it. Bam. House. Water house. Oh, I love that. That's cool, right? It's gonna take, I guess, a lot of work to place everything inside of the world, but you know, I got time. I got time. Unless, of course, everyone says after testing the alpha, the game sucks and we hate it. Then, I don't know. I'm honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to finish it regardless if people say that it sucks. But it would, of course, be sad. Very sad. Yeah. Oh, well. All right, what else? What else can we make to sort of dress this whole thing? Make it super nice, tiny diorama. Like, let's have a look back to the game. Let's drop into Falls for a second. Ah, right. Let's make this... Well, I sort of wanted to make this a control tower, so that's going to be a specific building, just as this. These aren't going to be building blocks. These are going to be, well, like I said, specific buildings for those kind of things. I have to make some stairs. These are 12 by 12. Yeah, so this is going to be sort of a landing strip. So that's going to be a custom building as well. I think I sort of have all the buildings. I think I could make a start on the pipes. Why not? Why not? Is there one that is... Is it a 6x6? Let's take this window. Let's make a new collection. Pipes. A cylinder. I think because the pipes are a little bit larger, I think 6. Right? These were 6 units, 6 by 4. So it's 6 by 4. Ah, yeah. So let's keep it somewhere in the middle for now, because I'm not really sure where I want to go with this. Lengthwise, would be nice if I could scale them, and wouldn't want to use 20, because this one is 21. So if I make a segment like 10, that would be 2 segments. Oh, wait. Oh, but this is scaled 3 times. So 3 times 21. So, but stretching, of course, has the problem that the textures are going to look messed up. So that is not cool. And something I want to do is I actually want to give the pipe some insets so that I can actually, no, wait, I don't think I have to do that. I think I can make a end piece. So this would just be a basic pipe, which is 5 by 5 by 10. Let's duplicate that for now. I think I accidentally inverted the vertices. So if I say a pipe always has a cap or an ending, I don't need those. Set origin to geometry. And then I actually want the geometry to sort of stick like that. I should maybe have a height for this. Like 2. 2 would be nice. And half a unit. No, that's too small. Oh. Like a full unit. I like that. Because that way I can inset this one a unit. And then go like that. So this would be an end open. Kind of like that. Make it look pretty. No, that one. Yeah, so that's good. What I could do is I could actually make this a little bit wider so that it sits nice like that. That's actually better. That way I can drop this one way down, can't I? Wait. Wait. Oh, that's the bottom, of course. Ah. It would be nice if that was also inset, perhaps even like that. This one should be like this. That way you can fake the depth to any depth. Johnny depth. That would be nice. That's better. You know, this way it's like a fake cap that you put on. Like, whoop. So it sits like this. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's a good idea. Would like it to be a bit taller, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yes, I kind of like that. So these are separate. Now, for things like this, you would actually need a a 90-degree bend. These would be, so you would sort of need like a half pipe. Let's see what I can do, but that feels more like, so let's make a, or should I try and make that from a torus? No, I'll make it by hand. Although I'm sure there are easier ways to do this. All right, so 5. Let's make it 5 for now. All right, let's rotate that one. So what I want is basically this one has to go like this, and this one has to go like this. That's basically what I want, but then so how am I going to do that? Because I want it in one unit, actually. Yes, like this. But then with a circle in between. So, but this one being stretched out. This is basically what you would like. This is what it has to be, because if you have like this, then you can duplicate it, rotate it, nope, around it Z, and then 180 degrees like this. Now you have a full-on bend like this, which is basically you would need to have something like this. This this looks super weird. But this is basically what I have created here. But then again and again, that might not have been that good of an idea. Yes. And this also seems much higher. That is because it is. Because it was actually 4 units high. But I adjusted the width a bit. How? So maybe I should go a bit less. I'm not really sure about this one. This looks sketchy. Maybe I should have a good night's sleep on this one. I am actually also going to round up the stream for here. I think I will have to do some sleeping on this one. What I'm gonna do with the whole pipe system. Although this might work. I do feel it would be tricky to do the jumping and stuff like that, but maybe if the bounding boxes are just simple squares, maybe it might not be a problem. Squares, boxes. So that are sort of a fake. Or perhaps you might just want to add in another loop cut here. Just like add in two. That might not be a bad idea. Just sort of to make it a bit more squared off. Not really sure if that changes anything. Anyhow, I'm going to call it quits right there. Almost streaming 2 hours. Definitely have to get used to streaming again and, working with you guys. But I'm glad that some of you dropped in for tonight's stream. And as I said at the beginning, I'll be doing more streams in the future again now that my internet connection is back up to speed. And I have a plan on some models that I'm going to make. So in the next stream, we are also going to be making some more models. Perhaps in the meantime, I will figure out what to do with the pipes and how to do that whole modular building block system for the pipes. We might actually need to dive into Unity and sort of start testing out some of those building blocks to get them right. But we will be doing that in the next stream. So again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I had a chill night just streaming again. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all were able to work on your own game or just have me on in the background. If you haven't subscribed, go do so. If you haven't wishlisted Wrench, there's a link in the description, which would really help me out. And if you want to test the alpha demo, I still have like 5 or 6 keys left. So go to cherrynuggetgames.com and sign up for a playtest if you would like to participate in that. If you signed up and you didn't receive a key yet, check your spam folder. All right, Nuggets. Thank you all. I hope you have a great night, morning, evening, day. And I will see you in the next one.